A lot of people, you have to train. You have to train. Never do this on your own because it's going to fail.
Okay.
You have to get proper training. But in a real life situation, a person, just put, I'm not going to do it for real.
Yeah.
If the weapon was pointed on me, I want to come to bring the weapon back.
Right.
Turn the weapon from here. Now, here, you get a broken finger
Right.
if I crank on it hard enough.
Right.
All right? So, way I teach is break the finger.
Okay.
Pull the weapon away. Get on your cell phone, call law enforcement. See, a lot, and you can't, sometimes we become the criminal
Yeah.
when we want to take the law into our own hand and boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Now, the threat was gone when you took the weapon. So that's the main thing, is taking the weapon away from somebody.
Yeah.
If the weapon is pointed to your neck or your head and you're close enough, yes, you can bring it down, hold the weapon, turn, twist it, and pull it out.
Okay.
And what I train military personnel to do is a simple technique, put the weapon here, is when I come up from here, I drop the magazine out.
Ah.
Now it's only one shot. Pull the trigger, now there's a threat's gone.
It's gone. Okay.
So, I mean, it takes training doing anything, even with disarming weapons, even knives.
One thing you just said, though, I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah.
You said you dropped the magazine out,
Yes.
so then you pull the trigger. A lot of people forget that there is a bullet in that
That's
chamber,
right.
right?
That's
Okay.
right.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, so and when you do it, you use common sense. Now, here's what a lot of people do: they get the weapon, and I'll point this way.
Okay.
All right. When they get the weapon, if a lot of people won't drop the weapon, they won't drop the magazine out because a lot of them don't know how to do it.
Okay.
But this is what they're doing. They get struggling for the weapon, and I could be there, you and your kids, and they accidentally shoot their kids.
Yes.
So the weapon should be pointed up
At all
or
times.
down.
Okay.
Because when you want to dislodge the bullet, once it's out, there's no more threat.
Okay.
Now, you want to make sure you kick the magazine out the way, or pick, if you can pick it up and run. But when I train the military, I also use this as a weapon
Ah.
to fight.
Okay.
You see what I mean? So, but the bottom line is that you always want to get the weapon away from the person and call law enforcement.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Because when law enforcement gets there, the first thing they're going to say is drop the weapon. Now, who has the weapon? You do. So you walk towards them. Hey, bam! Something could go wrong.
Okay.
So you have
We've
to follow
heard
through.
situations of that nature occurring too.
Yes.
Absolutely. And
Yeah,
that's
so
real.
and that's what I got to tell
Yeah.
people, because Professor Phillips and I can teach you anything you want to learn, but there are laws and rules you have to abide, because now you have the weapon. So law enforcement doesn't know that you're not a threat.
Right.
So but some people, I've seen so many things in my lifetime where when people panic and get scared, they're coming at you and you don't know.
That's right.
I'm not in law enforcement, so I don't know how they think.
That's right.
You see what I mean? So it's a whole new different ball game there.
I
So-
noticed you also had a knife as a prop
Yes.
as well.
and also, this is a training knife right
Okay.
here. And what we do this here to simulate a real attack.
Okay.
Somebody puts it around your throat or puts it to your back, stands in front of you. And here's a lot of things that people don't think about, even with workforce violence. In the workforce here, you have a person comes in with a pistol. All right. There's a lot of defense you can do, even sitting at the desk. You don't have to stand up to fight.
Yeah.
You can fight from this position. If it's right on you, if a person's right on you right here,
Yeah.
you can fight. You can fight. You can get away. There's things you can do. Even with a knife, a person comes in with a knife. Most people, the first thing they want to do is run.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Well, I mean, that's the most sensible thing to run. You know what I mean? But if you're standing so close to your attack and you can't run, somebody has to do something. But if you don't know what to do, it's better to do nothing, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, it's a two-way sword. You just don't know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you could grab the weapon and hold the weapon up, and hopefully somebody can come and help you out. Or if it was a seat like this roof here, you fire it up, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
Now wooden floor, you got to worry about, but the concrete floor, the bullet's probably gonna get stuck in the floor. They won't go up to the next level.
Okay.
So I mean, that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Now I'm not an expert. I don't know. It depends on what type grain they got in it, and I don't get into all that.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, try to use common sense. Have a plan if somebody comes in, what to do. The same with a home. Always keep your doors locked, keep your brushes cut down low, have lights on, and try to notice who's in the neighborhood, because they've been having those problems up
Absolutely,
in
big time.
yeah. And I think that we all could put a a big dent in crime if we just start being more aware.
That's right.
Just looking around, looking out for your neighbor.
Yeah,
You know-
and apparently that's not really happening in some of these neighborhoods.
No,
I
it's
mean, these
not.
guys are just freely walking in, casing homes,
Yes.
and then going in, and no one seems to be reporting. At least most instances that I've heard of.
Right.
They just seem the person comes back home and discovered they were ripped off, you know. And it's like, where were your neighbors? I mean, so
Yeah, but then maybe everybody's working too.
that's the other piece.
So-
and the criminals know that, don't they?
That's
They
right.
do their casing.
So
yeah.
the way to catch them is set up a camcorder.
Okay.
And, you know, just film everything. I mean, it's so easy today. Everybody got a camcorder. Used to be a time you had a camcorder, you were rich. Now everybody got a camcorder.
Isn't it true too that in most neighborhoods these days we just don't know our neighbors?
But
the
that's,
way we
I'll
used to?
get ready to say that.
Right,
We don't.
okay.
And I'm the
yeah.
same way.
Yeah.
You stick
Don't
to
know who your
yourself.
neighbors are.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
some, but we don't because, I worked all the time, so I never had time.
Okay.
And I just know a couple of my next door neighbor, my uncles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when you get off work, you don't want to talk to nobody no more. You just want to go home and have some peace and quiet. So
And
I
the
mean,
other piece of that too, in a lot of homes, particularly out, in the suburban areas, you
Yes.
have a garage. You don't see anybody. You go right into
Yes.
your garage, into your house.
Yes.
Never, in a lot of instances, have any kind of contact with another person that may
Right.
be in the community.
Yeah,
you
that's
just
true.
don't see them. You get in your garage and you get in the car in the morning. You go out. You come. You don't see people.
Yeah.
I know, and that's what's bad. But
That's
we
bad
have
in
to.
a sense. Yeah.
Even try getting a neighborhood watch or something like that, or talk to the neighbors. And I'm like a hypocrite now because I don't do it. I talk to people
Yeah.
when I see them, and I talk about self-defense.
Right.
But our neighborhood's pretty quiet. But it doesn't exclude us from crime
No, it doesn't.
because they're looking for the houses during the daytime. Nobody's home. And I told my wife, I said, the good thing about now, I'm retired, so I'm home all the time.
Now, how effective is people say carry mace? How effective is mace and stuff
Well,
like
some of that stuff, I squirt that on my hot dog. So I don't know. You get the good stuff. I used to get the, what was this, 4 times hotter than law enforcement.
Oh, wow.
The pepper spray I used to get was CS gas, OC, what was it OC? I should have bought some of that stuff, I forgot.
Okay.
But the good stuff, the kind, if you see the type the police get, you want to get the stuff they get.
that? Okay.
That's the stuff to get your eyes to squinch up and get the coughing, because that's that military tear gas, that OCS gas, whatever. Then they have the hot pepper stuff and the
Yeah,
cayenne
heard about
peppers
that,
or whatever.
yeah.
You want the good stuff because what happens is a lot of people without proper training, the wind's blowing
Back
me,
at you, yeah.
All right? Now you're the attacker. I spray it, and what happens?
Comes back into
Back
your
on me. So I just defeated the purpose. I made it so much easier for this guy to rob me or do what he's going to do to me.
Yeah.
So you have to be properly trained in doing anything in life.
You know, we didn't get a chance to talk about this and we've run out of time, so we'll save
Okay.
this for another show. But dogs, a lot of times people just walking down the street and they're being attacked these days and they really don't know how to react.
It happened to me.
Yeah, okay. And that's become a major issue with that.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's getting enough attention. But we have a lot of dogs out there, especially these pit bulls and others that really can clamp on you
Yes.
and tear you to shreds. So one
Pepper
day we
spray.
get you back there. Now, pepper spray might be good for us.
All right,
something
and
like
one
that,
more
okay?
quick thing.
Yes, go ahead.
Anybody that watched this show, comes to the school, and mentions it, they get $25 off.
What? I'll beat it myself for that.
And the address again, where it's
Yeah.
located?
It's the School of, where's it at?
Okay.
School of Tactical Studies. All right, it's at the on Paxton Street at 3815 Paxton Street, next to the Nissan dealer.
Okay.
Great. We're gonna have to-
$25 off.
We'll have to stop right there. I want to thank you so much for watching the show. Fred Waters is an excellent, not only martial artist, but also self-defense expert. Take this to heart. It's all about you, your safety, and your family, and just making a better community as well. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time on Life Esteem.